What's going on, guys? So after this past regional in Charlotte, I decided to get rid of Blue Eyes and build a new deck. So after doing a little fiddling around, I built Trickstar Windwitch, and I'd like to show you guys my profile and see if y'all have any suggestions y'all would like to make, or maybe it could be a good starting point for any of y'all that want to build Trickstars. So to start off, 3 Candina. Um, Basically searches Trickstars and does 200 damage to your opponent every time they activate a spell or trap card. 3 Trickstar Licorice, and basically Licorice is the way to go. You're always going to run 3. There's Trickstar FTKs, which is not that consistent, which is unfortunately, but if with the right hand can do some massive damage to your opponent. You can special summon her quickly by revealing her and targeting one other Trickstar monster you control. And the good thing about Licorice is if you have 2 in your hand, you can reveal both of them and only target one Trickstar monster you control. So basically a 2-for-1 trade-off. And she does 200 effect damage for each card your opponent adds to hand. 1 Lilybell. Search her with Candina or Light Stage. She special summons herself automatically unless you draw her. And she attacks directly. And when your opponent takes battle damage, you can add 1 Trickstar monster from your graveyard to your hand. On with the Windwitch build. Ice Spell, 3 of her, and the Windwitch build is the common engine. 3 Ice Spells, 2 Glass Spell, and 1 Snow Bell. Ice Spell you can special summon if you control no monsters, and then also does 500 points of damage. And it's Ice Spell special summons Glass Spell adds Snow Bell to hand, and Snow Bell special summons itself with both those in the field, which usually goes to make an unkillable Crystal Wing. Honest, Trickstars are light monsters, so especially if you're going up with a bad draw and all you got is Candina on the field, or Licorice or Lilybell, opponent attacks, hit them with Honest. 1 Maxi. Of course, every deck should run Maxi. More hand traps. 3 Joel and Lockbird. Definitely shuts down spirals. I mean, if they can't add any more cards to their hand, it's a bad day. Shuts down spirals. Does good against Pendulum Magicians or any other deck that adds a lot of cards to hand. And of course, my favorite, 2 Ash Blossom. Negates anything that comes from the deck your opponent cannot do. On the spells, 3 Terraforming to search out the Trickstar Light Stage. Light Stage does 200. When it's activated, you can add 1 Trickstar card to your hand, so either Candina or Licorice, depending on what you have. It has to be a monster. And every time Trickstar monster does battle damage or effect damage, it does another 200. So Licorice on top of let's see if Licorice on the field, Light Stage on the field, and you end your turn. Your opponent draws, that's automatic 400 points they lose, and which is why the FTK is completely overpowered. 2 Cosmic Cyclones, 1 MST. I'm only running. I gotta pick up another Cosmic Cyclone. I just built this deck off what I had sitting around, so the MST go with 3 Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Raigeki, board wipe. Obviously, I mean, if with low powered monsters you don't have Honest in your hand, you want to just shut down other people's fields. And main card for the FTK, Trickstar Reincarnation. Your opponent banishes their entire hand, and they draw. So with one or two licorice on the field, so let's say and light stage. So you have light stage on the field. Your opponent draws for their standby phase, 400, or the draw phase, 400. You activate one Trickstar Reincarnation, and you have two of these. So they take 200, 400, 600, 800 for each card they draw. And if you end up with two of these on the field, licorice and light stage, as long as they don't Ash Blossom one of these, I mean that's game. I mean beating your opponent during their first standby phase without attacking is overpowered, but trolly as hell, which is why I enjoy playing it. Also, 2 present card. Like I said, it's kind of a mix between the OTK and Windwitch build. So the present card, I'm gonna take those out eventually. And then 2 greed. So present card makes your opponent discard their entire hand, draw 5 cards. Reincarnate is pretty much a reincarnation, but reincarnation banishes their entire hand. And also, last but not least, 3 Solemn Strikes. Perfect trap card just to shut down your opponent's, especially like any deck that relies on Xyz, Synchro, anything from the extra deck for that matter, just really shuts them down. On to the extra deck. You have Trickstar Holly Angel and the new Trickstar Black Cat Bat. Black Cat Bat, yes. Trickstar monsters. I never really use my Link monsters or Trickstars. You almost don't need to. It's especially if you don't have reincarnation graveyard and you're using your resources and can't really get them back. Now, if you have Lily Bell on the field, or you can summon Lily Bell and attack and get one of your Trickstars back, it's good, but I never see myself hardly ever using Trickstars. And then also obviously level 4s, Silent Art, Castell, and Baguska, the new Xyz monster. Any level 4 really Xyz monsters go great in here, just depending on what you want to run. That's up to personal preference. Clearwing Fast and Clearwing Synchro, depending on the situation. If opponent has monsters from the extra deck, Clearwing Fast Dragon, and then Clearwing Synchro and then Crystal Wing. So, as I was saying, for those of you who don't know about, so when first turn you draw Ice Bell, you special summon Ice Bell. Its effects special summons Glass Bell, and then Glass Bell's effect adds Snowbell to hand. So you have Snowbell in your hand, Synchro into Clearwing Fast Dragon. Well, I'll take that back. So you have these two on the field, then you special summon Snowbell because you control 2 or more wind monsters. Then you'd Synchro into Crystal Wing, Synchro again, and to Crystal Wing. Now Crystal Wing, because Snowbell's effect, any Synchro summon monster with this card cannot be destroyed by card effect. So now it can't attack over it. You can't, and now you can't destroy it by card effect. The only decks I've had that have really been able to shut this down without Solemn Strike or anything like that. Dark Magicians, Dark Magical Circle can banish it. And then onto the side deck, which is not complete yet because it, like I said, most of this I just picked up from stuff I had on the side. The new Trickstar Narcissus for graveyard decks that use graveyard effects does 200 points of damage for an activated graveyard effect. 3 Dankos, great against Paleo, can help shut down True Draco. Also, doesn't, I mean, it's not going to shut down True Draco, but it can delay. 3 Zaphions, also great for Paleo, Pendulums, anything to stop people playing. And system down for any all-machine type decks, ABCs in particular, as great as they are, banish, get their ABCs off the field. I'm going to put some Ghost Reapers in here, for a masked hero. But that does it for my right now build of Trickstar Windwitch. If any of y'all have any suggestions that y'all want to throw my way, I will gladly throw some cards in here, test it, and see how it runs. Thanks, guys.